A skin, have you seen the skin tags? Like we have seen the skin tags. Like my sister has a lot. Like she's very fair skin. Okay, so like she's white, white, white with freckles. You know, so and then she has like the skin tags everywhere. Like, and she goes to the dermatologist. It is excess. It comes back. All right, have you seen it?
My dad has a lot.
Yeah, and then like it's coming back. It's that, you know. So a skin tag, like when you touch the skin tag, like you feel like, okay, let me pull and take it out, right? So like that's impulse you have, but you don't do it obviously. But nobody wants to have a skin tags. Do you agree? So you're gonna go to a professional. It has to be cut. But like, do you have the impulse of pulling? Probably, yeah. But then do you do it? No. Okay. So that is called pedunculated skin tag. What does pedunculated mean? It has a stalk. So you know that like it's kind of coming out. It's a piece of meat. It's coming out, right? So what are you gonna do? What do you do? Like you have the impulse that, okay, let me cut it. Don't you have the impulse? But you don't do it. You go to do to the professional, but you have the impulse of doing it. Am I making sense? So why can you cut it? Because it's very apparent. You see, like it's coming out here, and then let me cut it and then get rid of this. You don't do it, but you have the impulse of doing it. Am I clear? So that is pedunculated skin tag. What does that mean? It has a stalk. You know where it's coming from, and it's easy to cut. That's pedunculated. Is this clear? And now there is another one that is sessile. What is sessile? So there is a skin tag, but it doesn't come like it's not very clear. Like where is it coming from? Like it's all a spread. You cannot cut it. So that you have to cut it in increments. This is very true when we come to the polyps. Polyps. What are polyps? Polyps are also piece of meat, but where are they growing? In the colon. Does that make sense? So in the colon. So in other words, when there is colonoscopy, the doctor is looking, and then at the edge of the colonoscopy, there is pair of scissors, right? So if they see that there is like pedunculated polyp, what does he do? He kind of traps it and cuts it.
But those are like a lot of, those are bigger than what comes out like in your face or neck.
Yeah, that's true. That's bigger than, yeah. But it's the same principle. Yeah, I mean, imagine that you have polyps on your face, like that's going to be very ugly, right? So, okay. So, but it's the same concept. Pedunculated means that, so if this is the skin surface, pedunculated, like this is the skin tag. This is the skin tag, right? All right, so this is pedunculated. So in other words, the provider can come and excise and then cut it from here. All right, the sessile is like this. It's kind of a spread. Okay, I'm gonna cut you. You're a skin tag, but like how am I gonna cut you? Your own spread. Okay, so the polyp is the same thing. All right, so this is your colon. This is the colon. Okay, so this is ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, rectum, anus. All right, so now this is it. This is like, if this is a polyp, this is the polyp. What kind of polyp is this? Pedunculated polyp. What kind of a polyp is this? Sessile. Do you see? Pedunculated polyp is like the doctor is looking with the scope, and then he sees that, oh, a piece of meat is hanging. What does he do? He brings the pair of scissors here, cuts it, and on the other edge there is a net. It traps it. Okay, so then it comes out, then we send it to pathology to see like what kind of a polyp is this. Is that clear? But it's easy to cut. Why? Because it can see where it is generating from. It's pedunculated polyp. Am I making sense? So then there is the sessile. Sessile, when it comes to sessile, how can he cut it? He can't cut it. It's like, it's all a spread. You know how he cuts it? He kind of makes it as if it's a clock. It says, okay, I trapped from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, then I incised it. I trapped between 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and I incised it. 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, I incised it. 9 o'clock to 12. So it takes like 4 attempts to cut that polyp. Does that make sense? So that's sessile. It's the same thing. Are you with me? So the reason like I'm hard on this, because you're going to be reading a lot of colonoscopy reports, right? So you have to understand what are you reading. Do you agree? Otherwise, like your family member says, okay, you're my nurse, read it, and then like, okay, what and that's gonna look funny, right? All right, so that's that. All right, so examination tools. Okay, so we're done.